Hey guys, it's Jamie at Gym Life Academy, and I just kind of wanted to give you kind of a weekly update of what we've been doing this past week or past couple of weeks. I can't remember when the last time I posted one. But anywho, I was at Aldi's today doing some grocery shopping, and I picked up these. They're 2 posters, and they've got some worksheets on the back of the posters. This one happens to go over nouns and verbs. $4.99. I don't know where you're from, if you have an Aldi's, but it's a little grocery store type thing that has some discounted stuff. And then also I got this 365 science experiments for $4.99. It has multiple different subjects. It has astronomy, biology, chemistry, geology and geography, physics, and weather. And there's a little tabbed section that's very nicely made. On the back of each tab of each section, you can write the date, the experiment, and then your notes that you did. But they're just little fun things. Doesn't require a lot of materials as far as I can tell. I haven't really looked at it a whole lot yet, but it looks really, really neat. I just couldn't pass up the $4.99 price tag. So there you go. But all kinds of different little things. So that's it. Got in our butterflies, or they're not butterflies yet. We did a butterfly life cycle last week, and this came the day before we started that, so it's kind of neat. These little guys are getting really, really big, and I'm sorry, there's a glare on there, and I knocked one off earlier, but super cool. We're not starting another unit until this is done, so we can chart and make little notebooks of everything. But it is very, very interesting if you ever want to do this. I got it off of Amazon. I think it might have been $25, maybe. I'm not real sure. I don't remember. But it's totally worth it to see my kids' faces. So they check on them every single morning. Still doing Explode the Code. She just finished this book. She worked on it really hard because she likes to complete things. She likes to check things off of her box. So we just finished this one. We're going to go into 1.5 because she kind of struggles with reading. The phonics in this is pretty good, and she can do it on her own. And we're going to go to 1.5, and then we'll go to 2, and we'll just go right through. I don't know how long it'll take her. I don't really care. She loves doing these, and she does really well on them. They are self-directed, so that's good too. Still moving along in the Good and the Beautiful Level K. She loves this reader, absolutely loves it. This was where we left off last time. We ended up getting all the way to the 3rd section of it, and she decided that she was struggling a little bit. So I told her just to start over, and then when we got there again, we would reread it. But I mean, these stories are just wonderful. One of the things that she does is when she sees that there is more writing on the page, she panics. Even though these are words that she can read and she has read before, the more words on the page, she panics, and she kind of goes into a little anxiety attack. And it's okay, we just started over. That's why we homeschool, so we can do that. Plugging along at her level 3 handwriting. She loves this handwriting. I don't have to ask her to do it. She does it. She gets to color the picture. She even traced that, which I told you before, she hates tracing. And then of course the level K course book, we're still on that. We did change up our math a little bit. We were using BJU Math 2, which I still love. I think it's great, but she was getting a little bored. It wasn't moving fast enough for her, even though pretty much what we went to was a Becca Arithmetic 2. It does the same kind of content, but in a little bit different way. So we got that in, and we skipped ahead to where I thought that she needed to be, and she likes it. It doesn't get everything right the first time, which she was in BJU, and I think that's why she was getting bored. I do have to explain concepts to her. The only thing I can say about a Becca Math, the one drawback that I see, I did not order the teacher key. So there's on some things it says call out, wait for your teacher to call out X, Y, or Z, whatever it is. Well, I don't have that information, so we just kind of make up, and she does it on her own, which is not a huge deal. I may end up ordering it just so I make sure I'm telling her the right information. When we ordered this, it also came with the test and speed drills. I wish I had never shown her this because she is obsessed with the time. As far as she knows, she can read that says 1 minute, and she is well under that minute, but she panics because she wants to make sure that she is under that minute. But otherwise, she likes those. I wasn't even going to tell her that they needed to be timed, but it says on them. So there you go. She also does not like to skip ahead in the book. She likes to have everything completed. So when we skipped the first 25 lessons, she was very upset because she wanted to start at the beginning, but I told her we didn't need to, and that is that. Went to gymnastics this morning. She is still there. While I was there, she rolled her ankle. Not a whole lot you can do about that, but she is up and moving now. There was no swelling, nothing like that. So good thing that I'm a nurse, and I told her she could stay. So not a whole lot else to report. My husband's been sick with some nasty flu bug, so I've been kind of decontaminating the house. Stomach bugs I don't care for whatsoever. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I hope to be talking with you soon. Bye-bye.